Coucou les Marhaba, habibetey. So finally, here's a much anticipated Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette video. I've been filming a couple different get ready with me's using them, and I love this formula, but I haven't had a chance to sit and just swatch the palettes for you, so I'm going to do that. You guys probably know that these retail for $2.40, which averages out to about $8 a shadow. The thing is, for $8 a shadow, these shadows are the most amazing formula ever. Remember when I told you guys don't use the Shiseido cotton pads unless you are willing to only ever buy them again? Don't use this formula of eyeshadow unless you're prepared to have nothing ever stuck up to it. I don't know what is in them. They're just so pigmented, so buttery, so long wearing. They're amazing. I love them. Not everyone's going to want to buy the entire palette, so I thought I would swatch them for you. So if you wanted any of the singles, you could get them that way. But yeah, they're beautiful. I got mine at IMATS. I know Beautylish carries them. Natasha Denona, you can get them off her website as well. But I have both palettes, so I thought I would swatch them. I'll probably bring you guys in. I think there's a hair, but it might be the slush. Anyways, I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer to show you. Any questions, just anything, because I'm so excited. Any questions that you have, leave them for me down below. If there are specific colors you want to see looks with, because I should have recreated 2 looks with these palettes. What's on my eyes is not from the palettes, but I finally have a minute to sit and film, so I'm going to do that. But let me know if there's specific colors you want to see in action, all that kind of good stuff. Any questions, let me know. Let's zoom in, do some swatches, get excited about eyeshadow. Okay, so this is the first one, which is the purple something, the purple blue palette. Can you guys see, so the one note that I want to say, can you guys see how messy they are? Because they're almost like pressed pigments, they can get, it's not crumble, like, it's almost crumbly, not powdery, so these can get a little bit messy, and if you're OCD like I am, you'd like end up taking a makeup wipe to them and trying to clean them, but they're really beautiful. So I'm going to do some swatches, and yeah, so did I show you? Okay, hold on. Palettes come like this. It's like a plasticky rubbery, it says Natasha Denona there. There's the magnet, and then a mirror, and then this plastic that's perforated, so you could take it off, and then this actually does bend the whole way back, so if you wanted to hold it this way or work with it that way, kind of like a palette in your hand, you could do that. So let's do some swatches. So this first one is Electric Violet, and then Nina's Orchid. Like, look at that. Oh, I thought I would get a lot more use out of the blue palette, guys, like legitimately, what even, but honestly, I've been reaching for this palette a lot more, and I'm usually a warm eyeshadow girl, so the fact that I've been loving this so much is a huge compliment. The next two are Rosewood and Piggy, yeah, which are also super beautiful, so soft, like, oh, so the story behind these is I told Noelle that if I buy nothing else, I'm dying, like, I'm just like, dudes, like, what? I told her that if I bought nothing else at IMATS, I wanted these palettes, and she's like, for this much money, they should be like when a raccoon and what's the other animal, Noelle? Let's say squirrel love each other very much and go to the movies together. That's the effect that they should have on you. And she was gonna like block me with her body to get these shadows. I'm gonna keep swatching as I tell you my story. Lavender Gray, Metallic Steel Blue, and then Steel Blue are the next 3. So she's like, I'm gonna like, there's just no way you can't get these. Lavender Gray, Metallic Steel Blue, Steel Blue. This is the most, you guys have like, oh, I've watched enough of these Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette reviews. Holy crap, I gotta use that color, that blue. You see that? Oh. You've not watched one with disjointed stories like this one. So basically, she was gonna bar me from buying these. And then we get to the Natasha Denona booth or whatever it is, and she puts her finger in one and goes, oh my god, and everyone turns and looks at us, and then she puts her finger in another one, equally excited about it. Yeah, so we both ended up with both these palettes. And they're gorgeous, and I have no regrets. Gray, Brown, Aubergine, and Maroon are the next 3. I've worn these quite a few days. Oh, so pretty. Some of the shades have a little bit of fallout. Nothing, I don't have a lot of fallout with shadow in general, but these ones I didn't really experience more of that than most. And for me, it's the lasting power. Like, they stay this pigmented all day long, even without a primer. They're really great. I'm gonna go check out what it is that's happening here. If it's my lash or something else, I'll be right back. So yeah, sorry, I got it under control. So then Golden Rose, Oxide, Powder Blue, and Quicksilver are the next four. This one is gorgeous. This one in Golden Rose. So pretty. I can't even recommend like favorites because they're all my favorites, but you will know which kind of colors you gravitate more towards, and you can go with those ones. But like look at that. I can't even deal with these. I wish they had these in a store so you could at least go like experience the just like sticking your fingers in it and like swatching them, because even that experience is so much fun. This is a palette that like not only do I enjoy using on my eyes, but like on those days when you just want to have a swatch fest and play with makeup, these ones, totally awesome. Okay, the next row has Deep Slate Gray, Satin Skin, Golden, Beige, and Cool Plum. Which I don't know why it's called Cool Plum, because it's a brown and not a plum, but hey, I'm not going to complain. This is one of the only mattes in the palette. There's a couple, but that is one thing that I will say is that if you want a lot of options in terms of matte shadows, these palettes are not your best bet for that. You could use sort of something on the side, or you could just be like me and throw glitter in the crease and not give a damn. So that's those ones. And then the last three are Petroleum Blue, Coucou, and Deep Pacific. Are those three. Really, really beautiful. And like that is a sky blue as a matte. Those are very hard to perfect. So the fact that she's got it and it's so beautiful and so pigmented is huge. So there's that. If you're coming to this video expecting me to tell you that these are not worth the money, I'm sorry, wrong video. I'm not saying that like everyone should go and break their budget to buy them because you're going to be horribly sad if you don't own them. That is not at all what I'm trying to say, but I'm saying that if you are a makeup enthusiast and you love beautiful pigmented creamy shadows and you have the money to spend, this is a really cool place to do it. These are the things that triggered my no buy in February. That is going to go into March. I've never been on a no buy, but these have been worth it. Like spending the money on these and then spending 2 months without buying makeup, these make it worth it. So it's just a matter of where you want to spend your makeup money. Glaze is this one, Smoky Plum and Vintage. Let's do those three. These two remind me of there was a duo that came out from NARS year before last in Kawaii that everyone really loved. This is like an even better version of that duo. Just so much pigmentation, so beautiful. And just, I can't even. The next one is Calypso Blue, which is not a blue. The viewfinder looks blue, but it's not actually blue in person. Smoke, Chromatic is this really messy one, and Navy. All really gorgeous colors. The mattes feel, oh, look at that. The mattes feel like matte shadows that are creamy but just kind of standard. The kind of shimmer ones feel really, really buttery and really beautiful, even to the touch. So yeah, that's that one. I'm going to wipe this down and then I'll break into the second one and show you guys swatches of that one. Okay, Green Brown palette. I love this palette. I was surprised by how much more use I've been getting even out of the blue palette. So let us get started. If I can get this drawer to close. Okay, cool. This way. Okay, so let's start with the top row. True Gold, Antique Olive, and Aluminum, which I mean that's a perfect name for that shade. So gorgeous. I can't get over these. I'm like, oh, they're kind of like the Makeup Geek foil shadows. Makeup Geek foil shadows are beautiful, and I totally recommend them if you were on more of a budget, but these are just a horse of a different color. Like they're just, I don't even understand. I don't understand how you make eyeshadow like this. Gorgeous. Okay, let's do this. Bottle Green, Emerald Green, Suede, and Satin Tan. I'm trying to like stay close enough so you can get a good idea of swatches, but also try to get everything in the shot. Like, do you see how beautiful these mattes browns are? Just stunning. I can't even. And I know how stupid that sounds, but just so gorgeous. So gorgeous. So that's that first row. Smoky Quartz, Glam Green, Industrial, and Cream are the next 4. We're having a conversation about makeup wipes over here. Because I have the ones from Shoppers and they're fine, but I'm like, oh, I love the ones from MAC, but I don't think I can justify that much for makeup wipes as I swatch the $250 eyeshadow palette. So that's those ones there. Yes, I see the irony. I do. And then you have Flamingo is this one, Shell, and Umber. I wish Flamingo was actually more of a flamingo color. This is a really lovely color though, I have used it. But with a name like that, you want it to be like a hot pink color, right? There we go. Those are those ones. That's the second row. Okay, third row is Indian Gold, Tropic, Cloudy Blue, and Golden Aquamarine. Those ones. This third one in Cloudy Blue is the one that Noelle has in that vlog where we were at PF Chang's and she was swatching these at lunch and was like, guys, just look at this. Look at this. And the people we were at with for lunch, is that this one? And then she put it in the vlog. It's amazing. It's got this shift to it that's just, do you guys see that? Oh, so pretty. I don't even understand. And she went all day long and like washed her hands and we had lunch and walked around in the sun and like whatever, and it didn't come off all day long. And I'm like, yeah, that's what it does on your eyes even. It's amazing. So then we have Pinhia, Moonstone, and Skin are these 3. This is surprisingly, even though it has like lots of great pops of color, I feel like even half of it is a totally neutral palette. So even if you are usually a neutral kind of eyeshadow wearer, you could totally get this one and then, you know, enjoy your neutrals. And when you felt like doing extra little pops of color, do the extra pops of color, you know? Okay, and then this last row, Ochre, Sienna, Golden Flesh, and Cool Bronze are those 4. Sienna is like, it's close to a MAC. Oh, what is that color? I can't even think because I'm mesmerized by the amazingness of these shadows. Like, just come on now. Come on now. And what I love about them is that some other shadows that are, like these 4 are very close in color but distinctive. A lot of shadows, like the Viseart, some of the Viseart, I'm not really sure how you say it, they will blend into each other. These ones will stay distinctive. They'll blend together really lovely, but they stay distinctive on their own. So you get to see all the different colors, which is really great, I think. And then Terracotta, Arizona, and Sandstorm are the last 3. Swatch those. This one is one of my favorite colors in Sandstorm. I love the like warm orangey browns. Oh, and just like look at that. So pretty. So yeah, I absolutely adore these eyeshadows. I highly recommend even grabbing a couple if you can. If it's in the budget and you want to splurge or you have, you know, a special occasion coming up, I totally recommend the full palettes. They're really, really lovely. We actually met the owner of Beautylish when we were down at IMATS, and he is one of the most amazing people that's really into like customers. This is not sponsored. He doesn't know that I do YouTube, any of that kind of stuff. But just his attention to detail and taking the time to talk to us and telling us about all the new improvements they're doing at Beautylish. If you can get them off of the Beautylish website, I highly recommend it. Their shipping is great. Their customer service is great. Alternatively, the Natasha Denona website would have them. But yeah, I could sit here all day and rave about these, but I'm going to resist the urge to do that. Let me know if you guys have picked any of these up or if this has inspired you to pick any up. All that kind of good stuff. I'm going to do some points of positivity and we'll be done. My first point of positivity is eyeshadows that make me excited. I don't think any other palette that gets me this excited about eyeshadow. So I love these guys and I love that they make me so happy. My second point of positivity is I'm going to Comic-Con, you guys. We did the whole crazy Comic-Con waiting in line and trying to get tickets and all that kind of stuff this morning. I mean, all online. And I got tickets to a couple of the days, so I'm really, really excited to get to go to my first Comic-Con. I'm also cautiously worried about how intense it's going to be, but I'm mostly excited, so it'll be really great. And then my third point of positivity is chatting with Noelle today. I will link Noelle's channel down below. We've been trying to keep each other strong on our no-buy, so it's always a pleasure to get to talk to her. Yeah, so that is it for me today. Please let me know what's making you guys smile. Thank you for hanging out. I will talk to you ever so soon, but before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short, you guys, to wear boring lipstick. Bye, guys.